Okay.
Tell you, he's been good for a couple of hits
Look
lately.
at our DJ doing his job.
Everybody's been hitting him lately.
Nice to wake up this morning,
It's a
DJ
coat.
Mike P.
Felicia, it's the jacket he's wearing.
No, I cannot believe he wore that coat.
He's wearing a Notre Dame. Get a good show, Mike P.
You're a traitor, Mike.
Show it to him. What's it say on that coat, Mike P?
Notre
Dame.
Notre Dame. Notre Dame.
I told him if he keeps playing music like that, I might sign that coat for him after the show.
Okay.
All right, welcome back to the Jam on the
The value go down.
It's 6:12 in the morning. Time for another Jam session. Joining us from the AV Club, it's our guy, John Teti. You can see him every Thursday night on the Fusion Network. He is the man. And we're happy to have him in here.
You're the man.
Wow.
And I like the outfit. I like the shirt. I like the tie. You got
We got
that going.
snazzy
I got the
for
shoes
us.
to go
He's
with
wearing
it, too.
glasses.
Yeah, you really want to wear
I
glasses.
really want to wear
Oh,
glasses.
you should.
I really want to, but
already.
I don't need them.
I started wearing glasses when I didn't really need them. I was on the edge because I just wanted to wear glasses. So I say go for it, and your eyes will adjust.
But that's not good. Then I'm going to start needing them.
All right, everybody, so it's the end of an era. I'm really surprised when I saw this story. The Fashion Police, E's iconic show, is coming to an end after what, a 22-year run?
Yeah.
They're going to do their last episode. The series finale is coming up next month. They pay a tribute to their iconic host, Joan Rivers, and then it's over. I was a little surprised because I thought this show was like killing it with ratings. It was one of their benchmark shows. Were you guys surprised?
It is one of their benchmark shows, but I was not surprised. I think that the show has become outdated. Our society has shifted. People don't want to hear other
Don't
people
still
comment.
care about that stuff?
They care about fashion, but I think that the undertone of sassiness is not as accepted. Like, do you remember Entourage, the movie?
Of course.
The show was so popular, and then they waited a few years, and by the time the movie came out, it felt like, ooh, this is
outdated.
a little sexist. You know?
We are in a more
yeah.
sensitive era of equality and acceptance.
Right.
And at the same time, I feel like if it's funny, it's funny. Meaning, like, you need the right people and the right comedians. I
That's
feel
a
like
good
it's
point.
a very fine line. But I will say it's hard to see, like, long time running series end. It's like when the Oprah show left us. Like, you've been on forever. 2 decades.
yeah.
More than 2 decades.
I don't think society's evolved at all. I don't know what happened here. I want to see people trashed for their fashion. They can take it. Let me just say, in seriousness, though, Margaret Cho she slipped into Joan Rivers' slot on the show. If you can catch the show, if you're not evolved like the rest of the panel here, and if you can catch the show before it goes off the air,
If you're not woke.
right. If you're not woke, Margaret Cho is really funny on this show, and she stepped in so nicely for Joan Rivers. It's worth it to catch
Maybe
a
it's
glimpse
just
of
a
her
new
before they go
generation.
away.
All right.
Yeah,
Do you watch
yeah.
Fashion Police ever?
I did. I watched it when Joan Rivers did it
Yeah.
because I thought her idea of she loved comedy, she loved fashion, she wanted to merge them together. It was hip. It was trendy at that point. I mean, you're talking about mid-'90s on through to what, a couple of years ago when she passed away. I do think it
Totally.
lost its luster.
It's a good run.
When
Yeah.
they lost Joan Rivers.
Well, we actually have a Juliana Rancic interview that's going to air tomorrow. I talked to her, and so she was on Fashion Police. She'll be on the last episode, so we'll have to see.
You met her in the library?
I met her in the library.
She loves a good bookstore. That's her thing. She loves a good
do.
bookstore. All right. Well, Netflix released a list of shows that were binged the fastest. Get this, 8.4 million viewers watch a show as soon as it's released the entire season.
Wow.
Hey, that's really disturbing. But the thing is, for Netflix, which usually is closely guarded with their numbers, they revealed the 3 top shows that people are going crazy for, and it's Gilmore Girls, it's Fuller House, and it's Marvel's The Defender. Shout out to Brandon Pope, who loves his comics. Is this a big deal to you guys? I mean, I think we're all Netflix people. Are you surprised that they're revealing their numbers, and does this benefit them or us in any way?
Well, I'm not surprised that they're revealing a little bit of numbers because it's just marketing for them. You know, they don't have the Nielsen, so they get to sort of drip out these little bits of data.
They can control the narrative.
But I do want to note these are the fastest binged shows, and to me, this is the get it over with list. Like Fuller House.
Okay, excuse me. Do not put
Fuller
Gilmore
House.
Girls in that category.
I felt
Fair
the same
enough,
way.
but-
These are shows that have been on for so long, and it's like, okay, you feel like you have to tune in because you have to see it, and then when you start it, you're like, okay, now I gotta finish it. It's how I feel about Empire.
I love Gilmore Girls.
I can't believe you guys
scared
taking
to
shots
say
at
it.
Danny Tanner,
I'm
man.
scared.
It's unbelievable.
Nobody's
love
defending
Gilmore.
Fuller
I love
House here.
Bob. I do love Full House.
All right, well, I'm curious for you guys real quick. What's
Yeah.
your #1 show on Netflix? Do you have like a go-to, like when it's released,
I
you're
don't.
into it?
I love Chelsea Handler's show, the talk show.
Chelsea Handler.
She just quit that, didn't she?
She
We're
did.
gonna
We're going to talk about that like
yeah.
good tease, Sean.
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
really good tease.
Coming up on the Jam.
All right, well, which of these shows have you guys binge watched? We didn't really have an answer for some of our favorite ones, but we'd love to know what you guys have binge watched. Is it Fuller House? Is it Gilmore Girls? Is it Marvel Defenders? The other option, clearly, according to the panel here, should be other, because nobody wants to watch it.
I still watch regular TV. Like, I guess I'm behind because I still watch regular TV.
I'm big into Bloodlines right now. Is one I'm kind of catching up on right now on Netflix. I love these comedy specials. I think Netflix just has a variety of options.
Yeah.
The documentaries are always great.
You're a big TV person.
Big TV
Yeah.
person.
Can I
Which
make a
probably
quick
shout out to me being
Netflix
kind of lazy.
recommendation? American Vandal on Netflix. Great stuff. If you were into Making a Murder and Serial, this is like a send-up of those sort
Love
of true
Serial
crime
on
stuff.
tape,
Awesome.
driving in the car. I'm a big Dateline
You'll
48
laugh
Hours
at this.
mystery guy.
You'll love American
Okay, you
Vandal.
guys can talk about this later. Thank you for joining us, John.